Hello all, welcome back to Shane with Peg Leg. Appreciate you all stopping in. All my subscribers, all you that watch that aren't subscribers, but please subscribe. It's free. Come on. Easy click. Alright, another thing. My affiliate link. Please use it. I get a kickback, but when there's $25 in that bank account, I buy a gift card and I give it back to you guys. I put that up for you guys to win. I don't get anything out of it. It's just something that you guys can help do to try and win back a $25 gift card. All right. Today's shade, we're going to compare the Gillette Flare Tip Super Speed. I don't have a straight handle Super Speed. I'll have to get one someday. But right now, all my Super Speeds, flippin' eyes, are Flare Tips. But they're still Super Speeds versus the Hagen Super Speed. Or, yeah, a copy of the Super Speed by Hagen. Both of them, second use, Dorco Titan. Since, you know, it didn't work so well in the Assured, it tore my face up. But I will use the Gillette on this side this time and the Hagen over here in case the Hagen decides it wants to tear my face up too. Using Scottish Heather soap. It's a vegan soap. I just noticed I go dark when I do that. Alright. WICKHAM's Scottish Heather. If you can see right here, it says store dry away from heat source. Do not use paper seal for a soap. And there's the ingredients. I'll put all that in the description box anyways. Good soap. Love the scent. It's like outdoors. Using my new yak horn bowl. You can see the big spread out of soap on the bottom still. I think most of what I've already done is in the brush. So I think I'm mostly going to be doing a face lather today. So, alright. Let's get on with it. And I do apologize. Somebody asked me to compare Mitchell's Wool Fat and Tobacco for head shaves. And last head shave, I totally forgot I was supposed to use Tobacco. So Sunday, when I do my head shave, I will compare. I'll use Williams or Mitchell's Wool Fat on one side, and I'll use Tobacco on the other. We'll compare the two straight up and see which one was better for a head shave. How about that? I'll make up for that mistake I made. I'm sorry, I am a dumbass. I've never denied that. Cube for a pre-shave. I did forget. My bad. It happens. That's the reason I bought memory foam shoes. So I'd forget what I walked into the room for. Or I'd stop forgetting what I walked in the room for. Can't even tell the joke properly. I've been like that all day. Alright, this is mostly going to be face lather. The soap is mostly in the brush, so here we go. Let's add some water. Great scent. They didn't have a splash at the razor company for this. I got the balm, I did not get the splash. Because they didn't have it, but I'll keep checking, and when they do get it, and if there is a splash for it, I'll order it. But this is a great scent. This is like taking a walk through the woods when it's still damp out after a rain. This is great scent. It's very similar to Chisel Face Summer Storm. Not quite, but it's kind of close. where that's that damp earth after rain smell of grass and trees and all kinds of woodsy shit that's wet. I was going to use the sample splash I have for that with this, but it's not. Take it out of my eye and I go ahead and put it back in. Well, this is the Maceto 28mm brush. I used it because of the horn handle, kind of matches the yak horn bowl. This really probably needs more water. Seems kind of pasty. Feels good. I don't think I've ever used this brush on my face. It is a Badger. Still pasty, isn't it? I've never used WICKHAM soap before, so I don't know how much water it'll take or how much water it needs. I feel like Brandon Hay now. You guys watch Brandon shaves. You get a half-hour shaving video, 20 minutes of it is him lathering his face for the first pass. All right, good enough. Whoa, now. Sit in there nice now. All right, we're gonna go with the Gillette flare tip first. That was smooth. A lot of residual slickness with this soap, and I'd say it knocked off 80% of that growth. Hagen, copy of the Super Speed. This is like the Assured, a lot more blade feel. Not as much as the Assured, but more than the Gillette. Guys, this thing with that Dorco Titan blade doesn't feel like it has a blade in it when you drag it across your face. Seriously, it feels so smooth when you shave with it. It doesn't even feel like you're using a blade. My next shave, I'll be using the Core One blade razor, just because it's curiosity has piqued my interest on that one. I also was looking at it a little bit after I did the unboxing video, and in the bottom of that box, underneath it, there's a stand for that razor. So for 30 bucks, you get the razor, 10 feather blades for it, and a stand. And you don't have to pay an extra $30 or $70 for a stand for the razor. Their next one up, the $30, the bargain entry one, the next one up is the hybrid. I think it's 135, something around that range, 150, somewhere in that range. And then they've got their premium version of it, which is like $235. It's like, I'll take the $30 version, thank you. We're running dead even again. This is I just sprayed the water on my face, and I got a little ting over here on the Hagen side. There's a ton of soap in this brush. I mean, you can see it. The only problem with badgers is they like to eat the soap. Love the scent. I love the way it's got great feel to it. The soap. I mean, look at that. It's got a great feel on the skin, it really does. All right, across the grain with the Gillette. I know, I'm going across the grain of my neck again. I usually don't. All right, across the grain with the Hagen. It doesn't hurt or anything. It's just the Gillette with the Titan blade, Dorco Titan blade is so smooth on your skin. I swear, guys, it's like there's no blade in it. The way it drags across your face is like it's just the razor head. There's nothing in it. And then you go to something like this that has blade feel. You're like, whoa, what's that? I mean, it's not a bad, it's not really like aggressive, here's the blade, no, it's not like that, but you can tell the difference. There's definitely more blade feel. We're about 95% gone now, both sides. I mean, they did a good job of copying the Super Speed because I'm getting a great shave. See, I still got soap I can grab, but there's so much in this brush again. I don't think I need it. And besides, on the third pass, you don't need a lot of soap. I could probably have shaved on the residual slickness. I really probably could have shaved on the residual slickness. That was pretty good. Gillette against the grain. Yeah, let's do this. I was just thinking I hadn't opened up. It's only the slightest bit of a bump right now, right here. It's just the slightest bit. I was just thinking I hadn't opened it up yet, and then I just hit it with this razor, and I was like, oh, that did it. But I don't think it did. I think it just glided over the top of it. I don't care if it opens it. The Hagen. So yeah, I don't worry about that, guys. Stuff like that doesn't bother me. I've been stabbed too many times to worry about that. Yeah, I had a rough career when I did. I worked Section 8 housing in Tampa. It's all the ghetto. It's horrible. Just the very slightest. Through here. Nope, I squeezed everything out of the brush. We got no more soap left. So, I'm just gonna do this. I know, I could lather up that little bit of soap on the bottom, but why? I'm just gonna let it dry, and then I'll scrape it out and put it back in the tub for future use. Gillette. Jonathan over at the Groomsman in his last video, he was talking about how Henry Geisman took over Gillette. He was the owner of and inventor of the auto strap razor, and he talked about how he ended up with the control of and CEO of Gillette because he filed his patent for what we have now as the modern razor blade with a design of it, because Gillette's original blades only had 3 holes for each of their studs that came off the razor cap, so they only had the 3 holes. And then they wanted to change the design for their new improved head, the one that has the bar across it, and then you had to have the slot in the blade to sit in the bar to hold the blade in position. So BBS, even here, BBS now. He wanted to, Gillette was going to bring that out, but they hadn't filed for the patent on it yet. And Geisman, back in the day, if you wanted, Gillette used to do 3 and 4 page, color page ads in the Saturday Evening Post. And Geisman used to do 1 page black and white, but he had contacts at the Saturday Evening Post. And to do a 3 or 4 page layout, you had to submit your material to be posted, to be put in the magazine, like 3 to 4 months before the issue came out, so they could arrange the whole issue. But if you only had a 1 page ad, you only had to submit it a month ahead of time. Well, the story goes that Geisman had contacts at the Saturday Evening Post, and they slipped him Gillette's design for their new razor blade, the long slot like we have today, with a long slot in the middle and the center hole and the 2 end holes but anyways, he submitted, they slipped him copies of Gillette's upcoming ad so he could see it. He saw it, modified it a little bit, and submitted it for a patent. And he got his patent before Gillette did. And Gillette came out with the whole razor and blade system and everything. And Geisman sued Gillette for patent infringement. And that was right at the beginning of the crash of 29 that all this happened, 29 and 30. This is when all this happened. And he wanted 310,000 shares of Gillette as part of his compensation and everything, and they were having a hard time getting them. And the guy, I can't remember the guy's name now, I'm sorry. The guy that was running Gillette basically ran the company into the ground in the first place. He decided that Geisman had approached Gillette like 3 times to merge, to team the companies up for Gillette to buy AutoStrop. So he decides, okay, well, let's make this lawsuit go away, because if we're all the same company, there's nobody to sue. So we'll do the merge. So he went to Geisman, and Geisman had all these crazy demands and stuff. And he ended up doing the merge and being on the board of directors, but he also had to have X other seats for friends of his that ran his company, Elmbach, to be on the board too. And after that, they did a vote, and they voted the other guy out. The guy who was running Gillette. They voted him out. They voted a couple other people out, and King C. Gillette, the founder of Gillette, was on the board, and they voted him off the board. So now Gillette's bye-bye from his own company. He got ousted from his own company because the guy he had running it mismanaged it so badly and was so incompetent. Gillette lost his company. So that's how Geisman of AutoStrop ended up owning Gillette, basically, because he ended up getting his shares, and he was the biggest stockholder in the company, biggest shareholder in the company. And he ended up bringing more of his friends onto the board of directors. So it was all auto-strop people in charge of Gillette by 1932. So if somebody tells you that Autostrop designed the blade that we know now, no, Gillette did. Autostrop just saw it and patented it first. Gillette actually designed the blade, but Autostrop, Geissman, beat them to the patent. Big tangled mess in big corporate America. Let me tell you what, because Autostrop was the number 3 razor maker at the time. I don't know who number 2 was. Gillette was number 1, and Geissman with Autostrop was number 3. But number 3 company ended up taking over number 1 company. Crazy, crazy situation. Witch hazel? Could you imagine being King G. Gillette at that time, or King C. Gillette, excuse me? Could you imagine being him at that time? You're on the board of directors for your own company, and you get ousted, and your competitor ends up owning and running your company? All right, like I said, I didn't have a splash for this. I'm just going to use my Florida water, because this is actually closer scent to the Scottish Heather than Summer Storm was. I tested everything I had, and this is the closest. Oh, you see, I got this hung up. The top of it, the top of my shower doors is wider than a door. Or that door is wider. The hooks they had would have hung on the door properly, but this was too wide, so I had to bend them and coerce them to fit up there. But I got it up there, and the 2 soaps that needed to go in there, I've got them on the bottom of the rack to stretch it out a little bit. And I saw today that, if you guys didn't see it, the razor company has a new razor coming out that drops tomorrow. It's all aluminum. It's in. I'm gonna keep looking over here. I'm sorry. It's in black, and it's all aluminum. Looks really sweet. But they have a new razor dropping tomorrow, and Shannon Soaps is bringing back the Warrior. They're going to have the Warrior again. I hope they make a splash for it, because I don't have a splash for it, and I want a splash for it, and I'm hoping they make a splash for it. Anyways, the balm for Scottish Heather. I need to put my glasses on. I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Oh. Had a little piece of plastic inserted into the slot to keep it from oozing out. That should be more than that. That is a good scent. That is a really good scent. That's nice. I like that. So, yeah, a couple things on that. And there's another scent coming out from Shannon's. I think it's Shannon's. That's going to be dropping soon, too, at the razor company. Starts with an M. I forget what it's called. What it was called, though. But it was on Instagram. Oh, in that picture, I'm gonna show a picture here. I'm gonna put a picture in here. I'm gonna show you what I posted on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram and you're not following me, I'm gonna post. I'll insert a picture right here to show you what I was doing. I got a comment from Shannon Soap on that. It was funny, and somebody else commented too, but it was funny. I'm a smartass to my core. I've always been a sarcastic smartass. I'll die a sarcastic smartass. So if you like sarcastic smartasses, here I am, and hello, nice to meet you. if you want something other than a sarcastic smartass, you might want to go someplace else, because that's all you're going to get here, sarcastic smartass. All right, guys, it was a good shave. I already hit 30 minutes. Oh my God, I'm going long today. All right, it was a good shave. I'm baby butt on both. No blood. So the Vander Hagen, more blade feel, but it's just as efficient as a super speed. Super speed with that blade in it, you don't even feel like you're shaving. It just feels like you're just dragging the empty head across your face. It's so smooth. It really is. All right, guys, and the blade was smooth in the Vander Hagen, don't get me wrong, but it just had more feel to it. It was smooth and it was fine. It just had more feel to it. You could feel the blade more. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. Don't forget the affiliate link. You all have a good day out there. Done with the fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.